Hey, how are you? Colleen Wynia here of ColleenWynia.com, coming to you live from the evening of Tuesday in Vancouver, where we just had some beautiful sunshine. Bless our West Coast. I'm excited to be here, and I wanted to introduce to you my new friend. And we'll get into the heart of the teaching today. This is really cool for me because some of you know I came back from the Mayan Riviera down in Mexico, and I got this beautiful star that jumped out at me because it finally represents the 5-star approach, which I talk to you about very, very often. Hi, Erica. Welcome. Thanks for joining, girl. Mwah, big hugs to you. So meet my new star. And what this star represents is living healthy beyond 100 or living healthy to 100. Okay, that is my teaching. And the breakup of this has 5 components. And I feel and I've come to believe over my past 15 to 20 years of educating people on health preventative measures, as well as supporting people through transformational healing at the heart. And beautiful Catherine's writing me a note. Don't you love Facebook Live? Hi, girl. And so this beautiful representation of my onyx star goes like this. So pick whatever corner you want to begin with, and these are the 5 components that we are needed. And today I'm going to talk to you about what I call the 4th one. The 4th one is the alignment. And if you've ever lost loved ones close to you in your heart, we're going to talk about that today. But let me introduce you to my star. So this is the onyx, and the first point, which I always believe we start with, is express. This is express. This is the point where we move our body. This is the 5-star approach. This is to prime your body, align your body, and monetize. So if you want to live healthy beyond 100, all of these factors at some time, nothing's ever in balance, but we need to adjust. Number 1, first and foremost, is your express, which ends up in your emotional well-being. This is so key for feeling amazing and connected with yourself and with others. In every area of your life, right? It impacts your business, impacts your health, it impacts your relationships, your productivity. So if you're feeling stuck on the inside or something's sticky and not well, you're going to vibrate that to the universe. So the second point here, and again, there's no actual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why it's in the form of a star. This is move. This is move your body. This is exercise your body. This is your fitness. This is your agility. This is the place where you need to move energy in order to operate at a high frequency that lends wellness to you, okay? And again, in every aspect of your business, because we're holistic beings. We're not just one linear, right? We're holistic, we're multidimensional. So the third one I always refer to going around this way is now we're going into prime your body, right? So if you want to live healthy beyond 100 or to 100, you want to prime your body, and that means good nutrition. That means organic, clean, as much as possible, GMO-free, plant-based foods. And this falls into the fantastic side where I am blessed to educate on preventative products like mangosteen and moringa. Very proud to be part of a partnership with a company. And actually, we just got our product guide in the mail today. So those of you who are in my team, you probably got one of these in your mailbox, and you can buy them as well. So that's prime your body. So whatever you're doing, you want to fuel your body so that you can manifest that outward to the world. And then we're talking about align, and we're going to go into this today. This is align your body, and this is the place where you are feeling self-love. This is where you're feeling connected to the universe, to God, connected to your people in your life and in wherever, your business, in your spiritual development. This is aligned. So it's kind of like your spiritual and your love connection. And lastly, but most importantly as well, is to monetize. So this is your financial health component, right? So if you want to live healthy beyond 100, it's probably you're going to do a lot better having a lot more balanced health and quality life if you have some money to go along with it. So that's my 5 stars. So meet my new, maybe you could nickname them. If you have a name for my 5-star approach star, feel free to type me a little message down below. So I welcome a, what should we call him? I said him. Okay, well. Anyway, so let's get into the teaching today. So today, I just want to share with you a very tragic experience, but a blessing that came out of it. So our dear friend Billy from many years ago, one of my besties, her husband sadly transitioned just before Christmas and passed away, in other words, and it was just devastating because he was just shy of his 50th birthday this year, and he is such a heart bubbly person. All he wanted to do is make you smile, make you laugh. But those who were attending in his service know that he struggled. He struggled with, an addiction, and I think it's okay to say that because it was very well known. And he had some really great times where he found his way again. Due to sponsorship and people who really supported him. So it's really important to hook up with those counselors and those peers and those people who've been through where you've been. So in the background, so where you can transition out of. But anyways, sadly, we had a service for him, and it was so precious. It was so precious. Thanks, Erica, for the points of wellness. Oh yes, you got my 5-star approach. So I want to share this really cool thing. So have any of you ever lost loved ones, and you kind of wonder, are they around you? Are they healthy? Are they okay? Are they safe? And how do you get on with life? Well, being a grief loss counselor and intuitive, sort of a medium type girl for many years, I have found my way into helping people understand about interpreting spirit signs. So I'm going to tell you, there's a link down below, and I have a blog from about 5 years ago that has just, every time people Google spirit signs, moving objects, more and more people around the world are finding it. So if you want to be touched by some stories that warm your heart, or share one of your own, feel free to go to my website, ColleenWynia.com, or just click on that link to the blog from 5-ish years ago around my dad, and feel free to leave your comment there. For some reason, it's just Google's picking it up, so we'd love to hear your story. So this is what happened, and this is proof to me that more and more people are opening up and believing, even if they're kind of fearful or freaking out, but it's so blessing. So Billy, so here it is. I'll spit it out there so you have some new messages to work with and to really enjoy yourself with. And so I'm sitting beside my girlfriend and my other girlfriend, and we were the 3 bridal party girls when our friends married many years ago. And so it was really special to be with them, and one of my girlfriends came into town. And so what ended up happening was she starts, we haven't seen each other in ages, so she whispers in my ear and she says, "My gosh, Colleen," she says, "this was really cool." She said, what was the first one? The first one was, so she says, she was looking at photos to bring to the service, and she had just moved and recently moved into a new home. And so most of her album, old-fashioned, anyone remember what a photo album is? If you know about a photo album, write photo album down below. Most people there's maybe some pictures around their home, and the rest is social media and online, right? But this is the traditional heavyweight photo album, and one of the albums that she had was actually just drew to her attention. So it was not in the usual place where she stored stuff. She had moved, and so it was just in this random place, and she goes and she feels drawn to open it up, and she opens it up, and what does she open up? To the exact page which was about our friend Billy. And she just fell over because of all the albums that she had. She's like, what are the chances that this particular one was a pictures of her time growing up with our friends? So that was her first little kind of comment. And then later what happened is we're at the service, and the minister, he wraps up the service. I mean, there's just tears and laughter and all that beautiful stuff that comes with the celebration of life. And as the minister is wrapping things up, he sort of speaks out to the congregation, and he says, so guys, I don't know about this, but I'm going to tell you that, and he tells us what he saw and what he found, what his the members of the volunteers of the church found. And so here's the thing. Billy, our good friend, he had 3 huge favorites. One was Shelby Mustangs. 1968 Shelby Mustang, loved Mustangs so much and loved the Shelby Mustang so much he named his dog Shelby. Okay. Number 2, he loved Warner Brothers and Warner Studio stuff so much he named his son Warner. So Warner, Warner and I are just friends now here. So Warner, maybe you'll get a chance to watch this video. And thirdly, he loved Hot Wheels. He was just loved Hot Wheels, those little cars, you know. And I'd actually buy them for his son. I buy them for him as a joke, you know. But he really loved them. He collected them. So the minister says, you know, guys, there were these little cars, these 2 little vehicles that were left on the table or sat on the table when we arrived at the church at the beginning. And the long and short of this is nobody at the church has come up to say that it was their little cars. There was nobody that actually placed these little cars, these particular ones, on the little table. My girlfriend had placed the other special cars, you know, at the kind of memorabilia table, but not these ones. And so he shares it with the whole congregation, and it was just like, oh my God, gee, do you think? Do you think maybe it was Billy letting us know he's around us and life continues on? This is what I want to challenge to you, you know. What do you think? Are you scared? Do you think it's like the devil or something? Like, what do you really think? I know for a fact from my life and my losses that our loved ones are always there for us, cheerleading us on. I call it free coaching, right? So if you just learn to tap in, it'll help you through the grief, it'll help you through the loss, it'll help you through the devastation, and it'll warm, inspire, and ignite your heart to have a healthier, happier existence and healthier heart when you know that they're there. And to wrap this up with another really, really cool sign that happened for back to my girlfriend, the one who's came into town, is after the service, she took off with my other girlfriend, and they went back to her home, and she had a meditative moment out on the deck. So she was by herself, and she went out on the deck of my girlfriend's home. I was off doing my thing, and we were all going to get together back at the brothers' home in celebration of life. So she's sitting out there alone, having a little moment, and all of a sudden she sees this bird, and her attention draws to this bird. And you see, you got to understand, my girlfriend, Valerie, she is a gardener. She works with her hands. She knows about plants, herbs, and animals. She's just very savvy. So she sees this bird and she goes, oh my God, it's a hummingbird. It's a hummingbird? Wait a minute, it's January. What the heck is a hummingbird doing here in January? And it was a, you know, cold evening and everything. And so she was just kind of contemplating that in her mind when she felt guided to share it with me when we saw each other later, that this was sort of, you know, something of interest to her. And I said, oh my gosh, I know why you shared it with me, Valerie, because hummingbirds are an incredible sign that our spirit loved one is nearby. My good friend, he lost his father and primarily like working up to the days of his father's transition, which they knew was going to be happening. This hummingbird kept coming near the hospital and near the window. And then after his daddy died, that same hummingbird, which he recognized by the sign, you know, the coloring of the bird and everything, and it came to the window and it looked at my friend right in the eyes, and he's taken a picture of it, and he actually posted it on Facebook as well. So it blew his mind, and I shared that story with my girlfriend here in North Vancouver, and she had lost her child, and she started to tell me about how she'd sit in the garden and these massive numbers of hummingbirds would just come around this one garden, around this one bush. And so those are 2 of my personal direct stories that I had from my friends. And then there's other ones from clients and things, but it was just remarkable. So I just wanted to leave you that touching, warming experience, because number one, if we can stay healthy and connected and free of addictions or minimalizing addictions, of course, we're going to have a healthy life, sort of a happier life. If you can get through an addiction like my friend did for you know, a good period of time, and he actually did go on and live a good life and got to be with his kids and everything more and more, but you know, like my sister, she died of alcoholism. Corrine, bless her, it's been 13 years now. This month was her 13th anniversary of her transition, and she bugs me all the time. And so just my point is here is just to stay open to the signs. Simply stay open, stay wise, because prevention is number one. And I've got kick butt products like, my new brochure, but we've got things that all relate back to my teaching, right? So now I actually have a symbolism, and we'll see how often I feel like showing this, but I'm keeping this here at my desk area in my sort of creation zone so that I can be reminded of how important the 5 points are to living healthy beyond 100 or living healthy to 100. So let's just recap that, because today's teaching was more about the spiritual alignment side, being open, receptive to the signs of spirit, and just considering, hi there, beautiful girl. I've had some great messages come by the way. Just beautiful Jessica's here as well. So just wanted to ignite your mind and ignite your heart to see if you actually have had some signs from your loved ones, right? Because when you can recognize that they're there, like I have over 20 years ago, I've lost so many loved ones how did I get out of the corporate world and into the wellness world and into the transformational world? Well, it's because Spirit kind of guided me or yanked me out of that to do more of this kind of thing, how people heal their hearts and their bodies and their, and so on. And so let's recap on this. So this is my 5-star approach. This is my beautiful onyx star that it's heavy, that I picked up in the Mayan Riviera when I was down there. And here we'll go. One for you. If you're just coming on now at the very end, this is express. This is the express portion. Emotional wellness. If we're not expressing how we're feeling to get it out, we are vibrating at a scale that is not being so positive. Then we go go this way, go whatever way you want, doesn't really matter. Then this is your move your body. So fitness, health, wellness, agility. You want to move your body to stay healthy and live a long time. When you're looking here in the third one, you're looking at priming your body. You want to prime your body with good nutrition and good supplementation. Myself, one of my daily habits is my moringa. This is with a little bit of energy on it. That's where there's a little plus there. But this is my moringa. And if you just Google moringa, you're going to Google what is the most nutritious plant in the world. What is the most nutritious plant in the world? Google and Siri will let you know it's moringa. And only the company I work with actually uses the full plant. So that's prime your body. Then there's align, which is what we touched on, was the spiritual element. So seize the day, choose alignment, love other people, love yourself, work through your addictions, because if you're not in alignment, you may not be here. This can happen. And lastly, you want to monetize. So if you want to live a long time, up to 100, especially in this economy these days, we need to look at ways to monetize, right? To expand on residual income. I do work with people in that regard through our nutrition business, and I can show you not only as a customer to live healthy. It was in my birthday. So those are the 5-star approach. I revisited those things there, and I just celebrated my big, can't believe it, my 50 birthday, and it was really a lot of fun because I would meet people and I'm like, yeah, I celebrated my birthday or whatever, and they're like, oh, can I guess your age? And I'm like, yeah, shoot. And I met this great young man. He was like 19. He wanted me to guess his age, and they said, can I guess your age? Shoot. And everyone who ever would guess my age were way off by the mark, and even my neighbor, I came back, I said I just came back from the holidays, and it was really cool, and I had a birthday, and this is what I did on my birthday, and he's like, oh my god, that's so cool, and he goes, and he's kind of thinking I was celebrating my 40th birthday, right? So that was kind of fun. Anyways, my point here is do the right things, line yourself up, love yourself, and give the gift of health to somebody that you care. If you have a business of your own and you're in that realm, you're in the right place. You're in the right place, and keep rocking it no matter what comes between you and here, where you doubt something's not coming together, things are taking too long, you're not finding the right business partners to work with, the clients aren't showing up, you stay on track, you stay true to you, and you're going to be mesmerized by what happens if you meet yourself every time the discomfort pops up. Okay, so much love to you guys. Please like this, hit the like button or the heart button. I'd love for you to share this video if there's anyone in your world that you feel could get a little bit of love and inspiration from just the healthy option ideas, as well as if they've lost a loved one and they just want to you'd like to give them the gift of possibly inspiring their mind to see if there is life on the other side. Okay, so Colleen Wynia signing off for the evening, and visit me at ColleenWynia.com and check out my YouTube. Much love to you guys, and I'm here, so just direct message me and we'll create a time to consult together. Okay, much love guys. Bye bye for now.